Alright, so these are the headlights I got off of eBay. These were for, I think, $265. You can get different brand variations of these. I ended up getting these just to upgrade the stock halogen ones that came with this car. One was damaged, my stock one, that's why I ended up just getting new headlights. So here, the lower portion is your turn blinker, or your turn signal blinker, and then the up portion here is your just LED running lights, and then your projection here as well. They do come with bulbs already installed, so you don't have to go out and get anything extra. And then it does come with little clamps as well to do all the wiring. And so I wired these to the running lights down here, and then that's just the little clamps. So for the wiring, it is, for the passenger side, it's blue and white is the green. I don't remember what the ground is for the passenger side. And then the driver's side, it's black and green is the green, and then brown is your ground itself. But so super easy to install and wire up. You can either take off the tires or just turn the wheel, whichever direction you're working on, and then get into that little compartment back there to wire it up. Alright, and then to install, each headlight has 4 screws that you need to take off, and I think it's 10 millimeters if I'm not mistaken. So here, I had to use an extension to get back here, just so that way it's easier. And then same thing for the passenger side as well. So there, and there. So for these Mini Coopers, they do have these little mounting brackets that are like to break. So I had to go to the Mini dealership and just get, it's called like a Headlight Mounting Nut. It's a little plastic piece that has a little metal part that likes to strip out. So I had to get one of those, and I have to get another one as well because this part isn't screwed in there. And then just to adjust the headlight for the angle, you just screw these in. I think this is a 18, it's either a 17 or an 18 milliliter socket for these giant parts. But so each side has one. The only one that doesn't have is the top up here. And then I just wired, like I said, the green and black wire down below, and then the housing, not the housing, the wiring harness just clips into the stock one, and that's pretty much it. So that's dangles there. And then I was re-looking at the pictures of the information provided on the website, and so these are also adjustable. That's going to adjust your projector itself, but super easy to install. If you have any issues with the mounting nuts, that'll probably be your only issue itself. Other than that, I think it is a good value, and you'll see later in the video it does have some pros and cons. While driving, the projection, they do kind of, bounce around if you hit hard bumps and whatnot. So that's kind of one of the only downsides that I see so far. And there is a projection issue whenever, if you have it too low, then basically anything at a certain height you're not going to see, just because it's not projecting light at that angle. That is pretty much it, and then we'll continue on with the video. Alright, and that's what it looks like with the LED ring on during the daylight, and then the blinkers as well. So the blinkers aren't super bright. They do the job. So as you can see, that passenger one you can kind of barely see when it's hitting the sunlight. So, because I got the hazards on right now, but that's what they look like during the daylight. Alright, so there is the headlights on in the garage. So you can see the clear distinction line right there, where there is no light projecting up in that area right there. Alright, so these are the headlights while driving. I'll see if I can get it to bounce around a little bit. But as as you can see, again, just maybe about 15 yards ahead, there's just no light at all. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it there, but whenever we hit the hard bumps, the lights just kind of like rattle a little bit, and you can kind of see it in the reflective signs a lot easier. So I don't know how bad it is with to other drivers. Of course, it doesn't really want to do it too much, now that I'm speaking of it. Alright, well, like I said, it does rattle a little bit whenever you are driving. It happens sometimes more often than not, but it's just it's hit or miss whether or not it's gonna do it or not. Alright, so here we're about to go over a little speed bump thing. Alright, so this is no headlights and no running lights. That's with the ring running lights. I mean, they are pretty bright, as you can see. Can't really see the ring too much, but and then that's with it with the headlights. So like I said, again, there's the clear distinction right up there. Right up there is where the distinction's at, where the line just cuts off. And I'm uphill right now, or pointing uphill, so that's why it seems like there's a little bit more light further down the road. And then this is what it looks like from the front.